Ever wonder what happens when a teacher who destroyed your confidence becomes your employee? Back in high school, Mr. Granger made my life hell. I had a severe stutter that made every word feel like climbing a mountain. Instead of offering support or understanding, he turned my disability into his personal entertainment. Maybe try mime instead of debate class, he'd announce whenever I volunteered to speak, causing the entire room to erupt in laughter. The worst part wasn't even the mocking. It was how he'd let it drag on, savoring every second of my humiliation. He gave me failing grades on speeches I'd practiced for weeks in front of my bedroom mirror. "You're unteachable," he'd write in red ink across my assignments. "Stop wasting everyone's time with these pathetic attempts." When parent conferences came around, he told my mom I should consider alternative career paths that didn't involve speaking. Suggested maybe I'd be better suited for behind-the-scenes work, where my communication issues wouldn't be a problem. The breaking point came during our final presentations. I'd worked with a speech therapist for months, practiced until my throat was raw, and finally delivered one completely stutter-free presentation about overcoming adversity. I was so proud, so relieved. Granger interrupted me halfway through. "That's enough theatrical nonsense," he said coldly. "Sit down. You're embarrassing yourself." The room went silent. Even my classmates looked uncomfortable, but Granger just smirked and moved on to the next student like nothing happened. That night, I made a promise to myself. This man would never break another kid the way he tried to break me. I threw myself into speech therapy with obsessive determination, joined every debate club, drama group, and public speaking organization I could find, practiced presentations in front of mirrors until 2 a.m., recorded myself giving speeches hundreds of times, analyzing every pause, every breath. College became my training ground. I studied education policy, child psychology, and leadership. Graduated summa cum laude with a degree in educational administration. Got my master's, then my doctorate. Climbed every rung of the administrative ladder. My stutter became my superpower. I understood struggling students in ways other educators couldn't. EDs. I knew what it felt like to have your voice silenced, your potential dismissed. Fast forward 15 years, I'm the newly appointed superintendent of schools for our district. And guess who's sitting nervously in my office for his annual performance review? Mr. Granger, now graying and clearly uncomfortable, shuffles through the door with a stack of papers. He doesn't recognize me at first. The confident woman behind the mahogany desk bears little resemblance to the stuttering teenager he once tormented. Then it clicks. His eyes widen with recognition and something that looks like fear. "You know, Mr. Granger," I said slowly, "I've been reviewing your teaching methods very carefully, particularly how you handle students with learning differences and speech impediments." I opened his file, thick with complaints from parents and students over the years. "It seems there's a disturbing pattern of behavior here. Multiple reports of public humiliation, discriminatory grading practices, and what several families have described as educational bullying." His face drained of all color. His hands started shaking slightly as he gripped his chair. "I think after 32 years in education, it's time for you to explore those alternative career paths you used to recommend to struggling students." I slid a resignation letter across the desk. "This is effective immediately. Security will escort you out after you sign." Granger's mouth opened and closed like a fish, but no words came out. The irony wasn't lost on either of us. "You know what the beautiful thing is, Mr. Granger?" I continued, standing up to my full height. "Every student you tried to silence, every kid you told would never amount to anything, they're all out there proving you wrong. They're doctors, lawyers, teachers, CEOs. They found their voices despite you, not because of you." With trembling hands, he signed the letter. As security walked him out, I thought about that terrified 16-year-old girl who used to practice speeches in her bedroom mirror. She never could have imagined that someday, her voice would be the one with the power to protect other kids from people like Granger.